thing is, you know, you've got, right now you're putting in $770,000, which you've not met yet. You know, you've not done that yet. We got this is my first year with my budget. Right now we're running well under the percentages we need to run under. Things are going good. Things are going good. The only thing that ain't going good is our relationship. I'm going to work on that anytime you work with me. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Jail tax is only used for making payments on the jail. Not for operating the jail.
And honestly, that was decided in 2002, and I mean, if these guys decide to implement it, that's on these guys. You know, do what you want to do on that.
You can't default on those payments now.
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
If we default, who gets it?
You guys have to pay it, the county.
Well, you're saying we have to, but I'm saying if we default, who gets the jail?
Well, you have to keep it.
We got it, ain't we, Court?
Right.
Huh?
You got to make
Jail's
payments
there.
on those bonds.
$400,000 we haven't paid.
Now, you might sell
What
it
if we
someday.
That's the reason the jail tax is there, so you
That's the
won't
reason
default.
it's a.
Yeah, what
it's
if
a-
half of the people, the
That's
county
the
move
reason
out,
the
we ain't
jail
got
tax
money
is
to
there,
pay
so
it.
you won't default.
Yeah, it's a general obligation
And
program.
because
Yeah,
of that,
you have to
pay,
put the
but
tax
it will
on
automatically kick in.
You have to put
Yeah.
the tax on
So
it.
Yeah,
you,
there is no default.
default is no issue.
And
Yeah.
you five
Well,
fellows
Mr.
know
Rowe's right.
what
We're
to
not
put
doing
that
the
tax
default.
on now.
If we default, we're not the only one to put it on though.
Well, I'm not getting involved in that. That's your boy right
But you
there.
think about it, when you all, you know, what you all, I mean, I know we all inherited something that we're trying to fix, you know, I understand that. But you're looking also, in 2002, when they decided to do this, we decided to get bonds. And, not we, but the decision was made. So to make a general bond promise, and in doing that, they anticipate revenues. So if you kick out revenues, that's just gonna start.
Did you ever run
your bond.
did you ever run the figures without the federal prison?
Yeah, I mean, you lose bad.
Well, I know we got paid, but we're paying now through the note.
No, not through the nose. See, that's what I don't think y'all get. You're not
Everybody,
paying.
I'm gonna tell you, and then I'll quit.
Okay.
Everybody I talk to and everybody I see in the county says, why do we have the federal prison? I said, they said help pay for everything. Why do you put so much money?
But then you gotta look in comparison. You know, you gotta look right now, the money that Green Oak, Boyd, and all these other places put in. You know, Boyd County puts in 2.4 million.
Yeah.
We put in 700,000. Jails cost money. That's all there is to it. Actually, constitutionally, jails weren't supposed to ever make money. When the state decided to come in, and this is one thing I agree with, you know, Judge Wallace on. When the state come in and said, you know, we're gonna help you and give you all these state prisoners to help you offset the cost of building these jails. You know, he said it before, and, you know, I ain't gonna say as far as he did that they lied, but, you know, they didn't anticipate, you know, the cost. They didn't anticipate how much stuff was gonna rise. So there is an inherent cost to having a jail. Now, we were fortunate enough that we had the feds, which, you know, helps us even more so. You're not gonna get in a situation with, you know, 80 to 90 people sitting in your jail for your own county that you're gonna be able to, you know, just not put nothing in. There's no way. So what you have to do is look at offset. You have to offset. The hope of breaking even in a county that, you know, right now we booked in 18 people one day. 12 of them was meth related. We have a problem that's coming, you know, and it's not come to fruition yet. I mean, it's going to get bigger. Used to, it made the bond payment because we had 70, 80 feds, but we only have 40 county. Well, now we'll have 60, 70, 80 feds, but we got 80, 90 county. I mean, that's just, that county expense is a total loss. I mean, take 90, times it by 30, and then times it by 365. That's out of your pocket, out of this county's pocket, before you pay the $420,000 in bond payment. And then you add the $420,000 on top of that. Then you add medical. Well, the way medical works, when you do outside of your county, they don't care if they send them to the hospital because they know it's back in Carter County. They have none with, say, Johnson County was housing for us. What would happen is, and this is just the way it is all over the state, Johnson County would be like, you know, this guy has hurt himself. Well, if it was their prisoner, they might be like, yeah, you know, we'll see if he can just tough it out. But if it's a Carter County prisoner, they have no financial liability for that. But they do have medical liability. So they're like, oh, well, send them. You know, so when you place outside, your medical, so between medical, basic housing, and your bond payment, you're still going to be paying a lot more than what we even budget right now for our jail, because we're taking $1.4 million off the table.
Well, I'm saying in District 3,
Yes,
Everybody I talk to wants to be a county jail.
I know. But you know, I know a lot of people in that
That's the
district.
people who voted for me, and that's the people I'm pushing.
I understand, and listen, and that's the
I'm,
vote you
it's
make.
not politics, and I'm not mad at you, I'm just, they're just trying to do what people ask me to do.
I understand, and you know, that's why you're sitting here and you don't make any vote you wanna make. I'm saying, you know, my dad lives in that district. I know tons of people in that district. There's a lot of people I know that sure happy that it's not coming out of their county's pocket and it's coming out of the federal pocket. So,
But it is a county jail, isn't it? It is a county jail.
it is county jail. We have to pay for it no matter what. So the less money we take out of our pocket, the most people I talk to, obviously not the people you're all talking to, pretty happy about having that offset. So,
Now, the other fiscal court had some numbers, I don't know what they were, but the federal marshal did not offer them not one prisoner, so they built that jail based on county jail.
and
So I
state,
can tell you that information.
yeah. Well, it's state.
The marshal did not offer them not one prisoner.
No, I'm saying when it comes along, it's a blessing, and it has been, especially in the escalating cost in jails. I mean, that's the thing, I go
But
to
now,
these.
they passed an ordinance for a tax to pay those bonds off, but they didn't have the guts to put the tax on the people.
Yeah. It's not just
That's
Carter
exactly
County.
what happened.
I go to all these trainings, every county's having this problem, jails cost more and more and more. That's the problem right now. It's just we're fortunate that ours does not cost nearly what everybody else does, and it's because of the opposite. We'll keep having this debate over and over. What was we trying to accomplish here other than just say what it cost? Anything?
Sir?
I mean, was there a point other than just talking about the finances?
Charles.
Because I think we need to keep that 1.4 million in hand.
You got something you want to add, raise your hand.
Charles. Hey, Charles.
When they gonna put that raise on down there?
The raise is our responsibility to do. I've done worked on that. You know, the $10 that you want, it's gonna be more than $10. Our 1.4 million is gonna be exponentially higher. We don't know when they're gonna take the freeze off. You know, the freeze, you know, the paperwork's already ready to roll. I mean, you know, it changes. Every month that they wait, it changes the numbers a little bit. But when we did the last one, the medical group was a different cost, food was a different cost, everything's went up, our gas has went up, everything. I think we'll get well above the $10 increase. You know, I think it's worth our wait to wait with the freeze.
A year or 2 years or what?
Well, I mean, I couldn't imagine, but I don't, you know, I don't know what it was.
The way things are going, what do you
Look at the
think?
economy ain't getting no better. If that's the reason they've got it frozen, we're gonna be plugged to our necks.
Oh, I don't
Been
know.
on social security rate.
But then,
We ain't got one for 3 years.
I mean, I could give you some basic, you know, numbers on what it's gonna cost if you didn't have it, let's just say.
What's the current per diem?
$42. And, you know, they requested the $10, which I agree, I mean, we need to get at least that, but I think we'll get more. I mean, if you run the basic numbers, I mean, I think we're gonna get closer to $60 a day. And if so, you're talking really gonna be money above and beyond.
What are they paying in West Virginia then?
42 in West Virginia, there's some Northern Ohio places getting, you know, 89, but there's a reason they're getting 89, it's based on your cost. They don't care, it's a weird mathematical formula the way they do it. I mean, they have lots of transport vehicles, they have lots of transport deputies and stuff like that. So the more of those they have, it increases those numbers. But our basic cost alone right now will be closer to the $60 mark.
You're saying West Virginia is paying the same as what they're paying us, right?
Yeah, these local ones are. But you're looking too, South Central, you know, that holds for them, they get right at that rate too. But it's not based upon, it's not like they're saying we like South Central better, so we're getting $3 more a day. It's based on your own numbers. So part of this cost that we've had to endure for the last 2 or 3 years, the simple fact that no one tried to get the increase on the daily, you know, raise. If they'd done that before it's froze, I mean, we would have already had an increase. But I don't know if they just didn't know to do it or what. But when that's unfrozen, our numbers will go up. Right now, we're already showing almost a daily profit of over $2,200 for the fact of the feds that we have. So that is money going into the bank. You're right, it's not enough to pay everything off. It's not enough to make us be a break-even jail, but it is a profit. And in our county, I mean, look at everything in the county. If we have anything that's making a profit in anything, the feds are making us a profit. The unfortunate circumstances of our county population right now is what's hurting us on the financial side of it. We have people that is, you know, highly addicted to all these different things. We have, you know, rampant child support issues. we have a reason why our county population is ballooning up, and that's always gonna be a cost, and it's gonna be a bigger and bigger cost. It makes my life easier, guys. You don't take the feds, it makes my life easier. I mean, less people to deal with, that would be fine. But it ain't about me, it's about what is the right thing for the county. I mean, if you take 70 people out there, 70 less humans I gotta deal with. But it is gonna hit us in a financial way that, you know, you might feel good about it today, but 6 months down the road, you're not going to, not at all.
Are you losing money on those 70 people?
No, we're not losing money on feds, it's the only thing
You
we're
can't
making money
afford to get rid of them then.
on. Can't.
What is the actual function of that contract?
The
You
function.
you house
There is
them?
no
Yeah, we
contract.
have-
You
we
travel
have a
them
second-
where they need to go?
You have a housing contract and you have a transportation contract.
Okay.
So, you know, we do both, we house them and transport them.
Would they bring them, pick them up, deliver this house?
They do. We end up making about 50 cents a mile, you know, on that.
That ain't enough to be no 50 cents a
Well, I mean,
mile.
that's profit. We make 50 cents profit a mile
Oh.
on it right now. And that's another part that'll go up too. Like right now, we get reimbursed $16 on a transport debit. We ain't paying that for them, but that reimbursement should go up to almost $20 by my number. I mean, if we just make it through this federal freeze, we're gonna see a lot of good things happen. You know, we really are. The stuff that I don't think, I mean, Lord, I mentioned that, you know, that you guys don't like feds. I mean, there's not a judge in the state that just don't, because they know that that's your only hope to really bring those inherent county costs down. I mean, it's a good thing, and it's going to become a better thing, you know, especially if we get through that freeze.
Well, I think you're changing just housing, don't transport.
Around here, I'll make a motion.
It's just,
I'll make a motion that the $10 is retroactive to July 1, and that the transport of prisoners be picked up by the federal,
they don't do that.
and if they deny this, that they've got 60 days in which to move the federal prisoners out.
Going in the red board.
Yeah, the transport's up to you all, but
I hold it. I got a motion on the floor. You've talked long enough.
For each deputy on transport, we get $16 an hour.
yeah, we're making money on it. I mean, if you want to put it in.
Interrupted. We didn't interrupt you.
Well, he just asked me a question.
What do you
For a
pay
second.
a deputy?
Our highest paid one there, you know, was $14.65, even on the transporter.
So let the motion be heard on the floor here.
$25 a day. We got, it costs you $25 a day for benefits, insurance, fringes. You're paying $25 an hour. You're really losing money.
Well, I want to second
Federal
something.
prisoners.
Well, I would appreciate if you would say it one more time, because you said it so fast, I didn't get it.
I want to make a motion
Uh-huh.
that the $10 we asked for be retroactive to July 1. That the vehicle and the cost of the transport, the gasoline, be paid by the federal. And at such time they turn it down, that they have got 60 days in which to move the federal prisoners out.
Discuss one thing before you vote.